Okay guys, this is what I'm working on today. This is new K31 I just got done putting together. As you can see, it's walnut. Came out pretty nice. All numbers matching. I've gone through this. I did what it is I do to these. This one is I've had it Cerakoted in a nice deep dark armor black, as you can see. I've not fired this rifle yet. I haven't even ever put a live round in it yet. But let's take a look at it here. So I'm gonna take my first shots with it today, see where it goes, see if it shoots worth a darn. I hope it does. So we'll have to give that a whirl. Let's see, turn this upside down here once and let you Okay, so let's get this thing. I got to put my diopter sights on it, and so I can actually shoot this thing. Okay, guys, I got my bore sight done on this. I put my diopters on. I'm going to try something a little different today. I've got the Swiss Products screw-on type front sight. It's got a bigger globe on it. I try it from time to time just to see. I keep giving it a shot, but I generally prefer the small globe that comes with the original Swiss ones, the Waffen Fabrik ones. It's a smaller globe. For me, it's my eyes a little tighter on it. But when I tried to put those sights on, I realized that this has a tall front blade put in it. So no doubt somebody was zeroing this for the combat sights, because that's what it takes to zero the combat sights, is a taller front blade than what's issued with them. So anyways, I put that on. I'm going to try it. Beautiful thing of that is I don't have to move my windage one way or the other to accommodate the sight. I can move that front sight to accommodate the rear. So I got a pretty good reference point to start with. But I just did a bore sight on it. We'll see how good that is. What I'm going to do here first is got a couple different rounds I want to shoot. And it's a little hot out today, so I'm trying to keep my ammo in the shade as much as possible. But for this first Fowler round, I'm going to shoot. Now I think what I'm going to do. This is. These are cases. These are GP11 cases that I've reworked, reloaded, and some of these have been. A couple of these are pretty much test pieces to see how many times I can fire a piece of GP11 brass. I got two of them in here. This will be their sixth time that I have. Shot them. And here's one here. I think I'm going to start with that guy. I use an inscribing tool to mark the bottom of each one every time I fired it, so that I know how many times I fired it. A little bit of a pain in the ass because I got to find which ones. I want to find the ones that I've already shot 5 times. This will be their 6th firing. Might as well run it in a. Might as well run one of those in a rifle I've never fired before, right? you go. Those are my two right there. So at any rate, these are 150 grain Hornady full metal jacket. I have them loaded on top of 47 grains of Reloader 15. And these first two rounds are going to be cases that I have fired 5 times already. GP-11 brass. Both of these have a head stamp on them of DA, as in DA. So let's put one in here. See if I can actually make this thing hit something down there. There you go. Boom. That case is done. Did not breach, but I can see where it's starting to split. Beautiful. Half a dozen firings on these. That's good. That kind of gives me a benchmark. Let's I'm going to see, check something on my recording camera. I got my camera switched around a little bit where my Canon, I have the super zoom on it instead of leaving a camcorder downrange by the target, and I'm using my other one to film me. So, well, that first shot was low and right. So I made some sight adjustments on it. See if I can get this thing somewhere close. This different front globe sight is always a challenge for me. This thing has a great trigger on it. Okay, so now that is like 1.5 inches right only, and about 1.5 inches high. So those two cases, we are going to have to demonstrate how those fail. But these guys have only been fired, this will be these guys' 3rd firing. So let's give this a couple more clicks to the left. And let's go down a couple clicks. Hopefully we'll be somewhere pretty darn close. That is not too bad. Just right off the orange bullseye. It's not too bad. It's pretty much in there, but I think the bigger front globe, it's not as precise to me in my eye. I don't know what it is, whether it lets my eye see too much or something, I don't know, but I generally prefer the smaller front globe, but like I said, I couldn't put it on because of the tall front sight blade on this thing. But let's check headspace on this rifle. That is a very nice 1-inch 804. It's good. It's a good spot. That's pretty much where I find a lot of them to be. Let's try a few more of these things. These same ones. These have been shot, a couple times, 3 times, 2 times. Yeah, these guys will be good. See if I can do a little better on grouping these things. Like I say, I guess I'm not disciplined enough to use this bigger front globe. Nice trigger on this rifle. It's right in there, that's better. I'm going to move it a little bit, going to give it a click to the right. Seems to have has a propensity to go to the left, so maybe I had a little too much correction on it. Let's try it again. Okay, that is pretty much right in there. I think this rifle is obviously accurate. I think more than anything, it's me trying to get a consistent sight picture with the new front globe on it. Oh yeah, that one's starting to split too. Well, the front sight works. It just does not, I just cannot get it to put the tight groups together like that smaller globe does. But it is what it is for today. That's all I can put on it. So let me take a look, see where it all went. I'm going to shoot, I think one magazine full of GP-11 at the large target down there, just to see how the GP-11 stuff does. And I still have a few left over. I may run them across the chronograph too. Setting up the chronograph is such a pain in the ass though, you know. It's fun once you get it set up though, it's interesting. And these are those plastic stripper clips, aftermarket. I don't know, I like them. They work pretty good so far from what I've seen. They fit right in there nice and tight. Don't think there's much to it. Test GP11 ammo. I'm not going to make any sight adjustments. I just want to see if I can get a decent group out of it with this large front globe. Well, that's not too bad. I think it would be touching the 10 ring. About 2 o'clock. Kind of where my very first shot was in the black. Maybe 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch right beneath the bullseye. That is your basic dead nuts bullseye. That's good. That is good. Yeah, that one went a little low on me. Not bad though. Yep, that's my bugaboo with this big front globe. It just does not seem to be as precise as the smaller one. Almost like the Swiss knew what they were doing, huh? I do believe that one is through the same hole that was in the bullseye. I'll have to watch the video on that one. Well, there's some GP11 ammo. That's with my that big front globe sight, man. I have a hard time controlling that thing. It's like a loose cannon, but nevertheless, there's 3 of those 6 are almost through the same hole right there. That's not bad. So they're out there. This one I let get away from me. That one, like I say, that front globe is tough to deal with for me, that big one. Anyways, that's it. Okay guys, I got my chronograph set up out there, and I'm going to see if I can't get some readings. It's my shooting chrono, and it's been shot. It's been hit. It's had some wiring damage, all that. I don't know. It still seems to be registering though, so let's see if it'll capture a couple of bullets here. Let's give it a try. I'm not too worried about my groups at the moment. I just want to see if it'll throw me an FPS. Yes, it did. Yes, it did throw me an FPS. Yes, it did. I have to say, that might have been right in the bullseye again. But, let's try another one. 2659 on that first shot, GP11. $26.54. That's good. It's real good. It's another one that's in the bullseye right there. We gotta try that again. We gotta try that again. Well, shot those last 4 GP11s through the chronograph. I didn't record it down here, but I missed my guess. Those suckers are right in there. That's excellent. That thing shoots good. Alright, let's take a couple of shots at the post. I hate leaving here without having hit the post. But I don't have my usual sights on this thing. Such luck. That's a hit. That's a hit. Jeez. Finally. Took long enough, huh? Alright. I'm happy. I hit the post once.